Hey friends, KFARR back again once again. Welcome back to the channel. If you looked at the thumbnail, yeah, we're back with Eric Martin. If you recall, many moons ago, I covered Eric Martin and, well, me and BSBT-Bot covered Eric Martin, where he tried to file a restraining order or something along those lines against the treasurer of Wayne County. I'll probably tag that somewhere in the description at the end of the video, who knows. But he goes there and it doesn't go well. But, before we get to that, we're going to jump to this. The KTZ store Christmas is on the way. And your family members would love some KFARR merch. I tell you what, we got coffee cups and the cutoff shirt. The cutoff shirt, just in time for winter, the KFARR special. We also have the KFARR hat. Just throwing that out there, guys. Just throwing that out there. And yeah, it's going to be vertical. It's going to be from Facebook because, yes, I keep track of Eric Martin via the Facebook. Enjoy the video. Or don't. It's hard to decide when it's Eric Martin.
Alright, now live. About to go in the FBI building here on Michigan Avenue to try to complain about property taxes being illegal and therefore committing a federal crime. Those trying to steal it. Last time I had a problem with the stupid security guard. What might have sent this thing? He's an idiot. This is the other problem again. Yeah. Well, we got a federal crime to complain about. Property taxes, you know what I mean? How they're legal. Trying to steal our house, so that's a figure out. Last time the idiot didn't let us in, the security guard. See if he does it again, but...
Eric Martin, everybody. It's only going to go downhill from here. I'm not going to correct him on if it's constitutional or not yet. After he gets done talking for another 4 minutes, I'll break in and Supreme Court decision, mic drop on him. But if I have the lore correct, the Eric Martin lore, he lives in a house that is owned by his father. His father is dead. R.I.P. Papa Eric Martin. He died leaving 3 grown children. Like Eric Martin's 40, 50, whatever, and I believe his siblings are older than him. Nobody ever did anything about it. Nobody tried to get it in their name. Nobody, decided to pay the taxes on it. So the county, to my recollection, is taking it. Eric Martin, again, tried to file the protection order against the treasurer. I had BSBT-Bot read that. It was all handwritten, so it was just a pain. He brought up just nonsensical sovereign citizen talking points in a situation that is super serious and that you can't sovereign citizen your way out of. And typically, they're going to take it to the next step, which is contacting the FBI.
Hello. My name's Eric. What's your name?
You recording that?
That's right, I'm recording that, which is my right. You got a problem with it?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to be recorded.
Okay, well, let's do it. You shouldn't work then, because the First Amendment right to record in public also...
We're not going to have the conversation. What are you...
Right, also it's the due process right to preserve evidence, but... I want to make a complaint on a federal crime being committed, so...
What's the federal crime?
Well, about... One, I shouldn't have to tell you, it's for them, but it's not a secret, so I got no problem telling you. Well, it's about the property taxes. They're trying to, they're threatening to steal the house for property tax not being paid. But it violates the due process of the Michigan Federal Constitution because we have the right to life, liberty, and property. You cannot tax a right, as the U.S. Supreme Court said, and what's the name of the, let me think. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania. The rights can't be taxed in general, so, yeah. Therefore, it's a federal crime because...
Who's taxing you?
Well, you know how they normally...
No, I don't know, so tell me, I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm going to get to it. Well, in general, it's coming from the Eric Sabri, the tax office in Detroit. Yeah, and your local...
The local taxes?
Local city, and then, the property taxes from the local...
Okay, so that's the state of Michigan, that's the city taxes. It has nothing to do with federal, correct?
No, not correct. When they violate, anytime the Constitution is being violated, it is a federal crime under 18 U.S.C. Section 241 or 242.
Yeah. Well, you just told me it was property taxes
Right.
and it was city taxes. You didn't say anything about federal taxes.
It has to be federal. No, because
Federal taxes come into play.
they are violating the Constitution, like I just said, The right to property under the Michigan and federal Constitution, right? The right to life, liberty, and property, as the due process says, of the U.S. Constitution. Since they are violating that by trying to impose these taxes that are not even legit, you know, they're just letters saying, oh, you owe us money. Well, no, they cannot tax private property. It's only commercial property that can be allowed. And
city or state?
Huh?
Is that under city or state?
What do you mean under city or state?
Who's the city taxes or state taxes? What part don't you
I said the property taxes. I said the property taxes that's coming from, they come from your local tax assessor office.
Are state, right?
When are they state?
Right?
They're violating the federal Constitution and they're a federal crime.
All right, guys, the time is now, and forgive me, I'm going to be looking at my phone for a majority of this because that's where I have it written down, and that's where I looked it up because I was busy today. So, property taxes are legal. It's normally from the state constitution. It gives municipalities, cities, counties the right to do property taxes. Makes sense to me. Okay. Public roads, public services, emergency services, schools, that's what it pays for. Oh, and Eric Martin is just too stupid to understand. So we're going to jump to some Supreme Court decisions that have upheld that property taxes are constitutional. We're going to go back. This is probably, shocker, not even the oldest one I've ever tried to cite. It's Davidson v. New Orleans from 1878. Yeah. Okay, so then we got Pittsburgh v. Backus, 1894. I'm going to nuke this one. Village of Euclid v. Ambler Realty Company from 1926. And I'll just do one more because I can't pronounce the fifth one that I found because I'm not good with wordy bits today. It's going to be Allegheny Pittsburgh Coal Company v. County Commission of Webster County from 1989, 2 years before I was born. But all of these, in a roundabout way, were about something else that boiled down to, yes, property taxes are legal. And unfortunately, Eric Martin is just going, right to life, liberty, and property, blah, blah, blah. First off, it's not your property, it's your deceased father's property. And you're in your 50s or 60s, I believe. You have 3 grown adults living in that house, and none of you can get your shit together to get the house in your name. Like, what's taking so long? Like, it's been a hot minute. And instead of fixing it, doing everything the right way, you're going to try to sovereign citizen your way out of property taxes. Good luck, bud.
Answer my question. Property taxes are state, correct?
What do you mean by are they state?
The state is taxes the property.
Yeah, it's said to be, yeah. Well, it's coming from Eric Sabri, you're right.
Well, I'm telling you. You just admitted to it.
How to admit it to nothing? See, that's something you... Okay, admit to what?
Why don't you replay your phone?
I mean, it's coming from state officials, yes. But that's all the okay.
Then you need to go see that.
No, what did I just say? They're violating the Constitution. State officials and...
You're done.
No, I ain't done. Give me a supervisor. It's like you shouldn't be working here because you don't ever want to do your job.
No,
You're committing a federal crime right now, obstruction of justice, by preventing me to go complain about it. I have the right to complain about a federal crime, not sit here and argue with you, oh, it's not. I've been doing law 30 years. You haven't did it one day in your life, probably. You don't act like it. Have you studied law at all? No.
Absolutely, more than you.
You don't act like, well, then you just believe in violating people's right. You're a corrupt individual, believes in people's... Well, I'm going to talk to a supervisor. Ain't no going just... You're not the head supervisor here. You're not running this shit. You're not running this shit. So let me get a supervisor. Do your job. Let me get a supervisor. And you're committing a federal crime too. You're not too smart. It's called obstruction of justice. When you hinder the orderly administration of justice...
You don't understand that.
What?
You need to go to the state of Michigan.
No, I just told you. It's a federal crime. Hello, you guys a supervisor?
No.
What do you mean go like this? What did I want to talk to a supervisor. This guy's violating my rights now.
But you're going to leave anyway, so you might as well just start heading out.
Well, I want to talk to a supervisor.
Step outside.
Why would you tell me to step out when I'm here to complain about a federal crime? What's your name, too?
Just step outside. I'm going to have him come talk to you. They're on the way.
All right, well, what's your name and badge number?
Okay, my badge number is 306.
All right, yeah.
It's against policy for me to give my name because I work in there.
Anyway, that policy violates my due process right. The people's already have...
Step outside, please, and we'll have somebody come talk to you.
Well, I shouldn't have to be stepping outside just because that idiot ain't doing his job.
It's your perception.
No perception that's based on law. You guys ain't being professional. Person's here to complain about a crime. I'm supposed to be allowed to go see a federal... Right, I'm supposed to be seeing an FBI agent to investigate it. Not this idiot telling me, oh, it's not a crime. I've been doing law 30 years.
I don't even know what to do with Eric Martin at this point. If you're caught up with the Eric Martin lore, like a lot of us are, Eric Martin claims he did like 24 years in jail or prison. Nobody can really find about what, but that's his, I've been doing this for 30 years. That's what he's talking about. His time as a jailhouse lawyer for 24 years. So in reality, he's been doing nothing for 30 years because he's wrong. I was able to trump his 30 years of legal experience in 2 minutes and Google. I'm very pro-rights, but I'm also very pro-efficiency. If you have somebody coming in to intentionally report a nonsensical crime because they don't want to take responsibility for their actions, go stand in the corner, go look at the wall for another 24 years, and get out of my face. Like, it kills me because Eric Martin is intentionally wasting the literal FBI's time because his brother, and his sister didn't want to pay property taxes on their house for years and years and years and years and years. Like, turns out the county doesn't come try to take your house if you missed, 1 year of property tax. So it's been going on a long time.
I think I know what federal crime is.
I do have somebody coming to speak to you.
But, all right. I will go step outside, but let me just explain what I said to him real quick. Now, as I notified him, because, the property taxes, it's an illegal attempt to steal people's property, our house, based on their bullshit, whatever understanding of the state law really don't allow private property to be taxed, but they think it does. It's really only commercial buildings. It's therefore a federal crime under 18 U.S.C. 241 or 242 because it violates the due process of the Constitution. So therefore, this guy shouldn't be telling me this. All right. Well, honestly, I'm trying to talk to a supervisor. I'm trying to report a federal crime, and this idiot, the security guard, as usual, he's always trying to prevent me from.
Right, let's go outside and talk.
He's always trying to prevent me from make the complaint.
Okay, let's go outside and talk real quick. We're with Homeland Security doing crime.
Right. Well, they shouldn't even call it. They should be allowing me to talk to a supervisor in here.
All right, we're going to cover this just because he said it. Cornell Law School, Legal Information Institute. If you've watched my channel for like at least 2 seconds, this is my go-to for basically everything. So 18 U.S. Code 241, conspiracy against rights. It's not applicable in this situation whatsoever. And shockingly, gasp, I know, 18 U.S. Code 242, deprivation of rights under color of law, are again, shockingly, not applicable in this situation. He just keeps taking L's, and he just never learns from them.
I said, yeah, let's just step over here. So what's going on?
Oh yeah, so I'm just trying to make a complaint.
Okay.
As to a federal crime being committed, which is, okay, the property taxes, right? They're threatening to take our house, for property tax not being took, which is violates the due process of the Michigan federal Constitution. And again, a refresher what the Constitution says on that: the right to life, liberty, and property. That's the due process. So the people have the right to life, liberty, and property. So as to the property aspect, we have the right to be in the house, live in the house. So these attempts by Eric Sabri, oh, you owe us property taxes. All this shit's a big scam.
Is that the IRS?
No, not the IRS. I'm about property taxes. But the IRS is doing the same shit, too. That's really a federal crime on their part, too. I'm going to get to them.
Property tax, or is it,
huh?
Is it state property tax that you're referring
Regardless, well, they want to categorize like them. I mean, when it's state. No, it's because it's violating the Constitution. I don't care what they want to call it.
Okay.
It's still violating the Constitution, the right to property, and it's therefore a federal crime because any Constitution violation by government officials is a federal crime under the federal statute 18 U.S.C. 241 or 242, depending on if it's committed by one or more persons. That's the only difference between those two.
Okay.
So it's a federal crime when the Constitution is being violated. So therefore, this is a legit federal crime being committed. I should be seeing an FBI agent, not being ran out by this idiot security guard in there.
Okay, so the security is contracted through the Department of Homeland Security. So their job is to call up to see if there's an agent. So if they told you that there's no one here to be seen, that means there's not an agent.
He didn't make a call. No, that's not the issue. That's what I'm saying. The issue is this guy's harassing me, and he's committing a federal crime, not because he's committing obstruction of justice by trying to hinder me from even make the complaint.
What did he tell you?
He just said, no, it's not a crime. It's a state, like you just mentioned, state. Basically the same thing he told me last time I was there. It's not a crime. He tried to give me his opinion. which is a bunch of bullshit. He ain't know what he's talking about, first of all, because I've been doing law 30 years.
Right.
He hasn't probably studied law one day in his life.
Okay, I will go in and talk to him about it. Yeah, we'll go see if there's an agent on board, and then if not, they have a. If there's not an agent today, you could probably, should be an agent tomorrow.
Right.
Just depends. It's later in the day to do the agent's passport.
Right, but it's still within business hours. They don't close at what, 5, is it?
Right. It doesn't mean that they always have. A special
True.
agent, so.
Yeah, it's all my ass, right? Just do that. Just
Yeah, we'll find out for you.
All right, appreciate it.
Find out, and then if not, they also have contact information to email with special agent, all that stuff. So we'll grab that for
all
you.
right, now let me ask where you go. Now let's go get that guy's name because he's never given me his name in there. It's all part of my due process right to preserve evidence as the complaints to make against him. So I want you to give it his name. The security guy is doing it. Notify me of it. Then when you notify the agent, let him know the situation. This guy has stopped me from going in. He's been second time now. He's did it.
Before?
Yeah, a while back about another crime. I think it was about my motorcycle being took. So I had no driver's license, but it's still a crime because it's my private property and right to travel, and all that. But
the Eric Martin classic blunder. He brought up his right to travel. Right off the bat, if somebody brings up their right to travel, you should stop speaking to them because they're mentally disabled. Just point blank. Sorry, guys. He brought that up. Oh, I reported it to the FBI because they did this, and this, and it was a crime. I'm pretty sure the city of Taylor found you guilty of driving without a license. So it's not some random person off the street saying, no, that's a crime. No, it was a fucking sitting judge who's been doing it for way longer than you. And instead of studying as a jailhouse lawyer in prison, they actually went to school for it. So, yeah, again, as soon as he went right to travel, the officer should have just went, oh, yeah, man, I'll be right back, and then just never came back. That's what the officer should have done.
well, like I said, yeah, I mean, I always make sure I got law backing up what I'm saying. So I've been doing it 30 years, so pretty much what I'm doing.
We'll document this too. Do you have ID on you so we can put this in our documentation and all that good stuff?
Yeah, I got no problem with that. Yeah, because since I'm making a point,
I'll go ahead and document that.
Yeah. And normally ID is for only if a person's under suspicion of a crime, but
Yeah, you committed no crime.
Right.
For our documentation purpose, saying, there's a disagreement, you're refused service for the FBI, we're going to try to get the...
Are you going to give it back to me right now? You can just take a picture. I don't want to take off, but I'll make sure you give it back. You seem professional.
Take a picture of it, and then for our documentation.
Sure, no problem. Alright. So he's just gonna go. We're gonna wait down here for him, or?
Yeah, my partner's going to see if he can. There's an agent on board today. There's still an agent on duty. If not, he'll grab some contact information for you.
Right.
He'll grab information, and then we'll document it as well. Yeah.
Well, hopefully today, because I did a long bike ride,
Yeah, where'd you come from?
Oh, in Taylor City.
Oh, wow. That is
Right. But I'm normal to me. I'm 51. I keep myself in good shape like that. Yeah. But I have to, because driver's license, even see, I know technically, I'm gonna shut up now. Wait till we.
All right, he wanted to go off on a tangent about his license and living in the city of Taylor. Taylor City, not the city of Taylor, which it's the city of Taylor. I believe that's what the sign says even, because I've been there several times. Yeah. It ended in a weird spot because for some reason he ended it and then started a live stream a few seconds after that. That's 6 minutes long. We're going to jump to that now. I'm going to try not to get off onto the tangent that I got off onto last time because I said I wanted to get Eric Martin to debate Rebel Studio 2, but that's a thought for a different day. I'm so pro-rights. I'm so pro-freedom, but so anti-inefficiency, and Eric Martin and Rebel Studio 2 just adds so much inefficiency to the world. Where it's just like, you're 50 years old. You should know that you have to pay property tax on your house. Especially if it's not even your house. It's your father's house. That's not in your name, not in your brother's name, and not in your sister's name. So, it's just a line of just unfinished jobs. That's what Eric Martin's life is. Just a bunch of jobs that he may have started and just never finished. And now he's blaming the world for it.
Well, I'm on Facebook. All right. What's it say now?
You can have this.
Okay, I already.
they don't have a duty agent available right now.
Right.
They don't know on a daily basis when one is available. That's something I don't have access to or can't get that information.
Not really. Now, who told you that?
Well, they said that they can.
Who's they? Who's they? Let's set a they. Who's a specific person?
I think it's the FBI office. That you can go online.
Right.
You can go online. You can call this number or go online to this URL. And any kind of complaint you have, you can submit it through there for a quicker response.
Okay, well, let's see what's the problem. I'm sure this big building, there's got to be at least one FBI agent in here. I mean, come on, it's hard for me to believe.
That's just assumption.
Right.
We're all busy right now. We've got a lot of stuff.
Now, what do you mean assumption? I thought you just told me you were just going to try to find an FBI agent, and so who told you there's one available?
It's an assumption to assume that there's one available right now. So if that's there's no agent available. I mean, we don't work for the FBI. We're Homeland Security, so we take the word. You know, it's the FBI that will actually put you in direct contact with an agent. So you file a complaint to us. If someone files to our dispatch, comes to an inspector, and then we're assigned that case. So, you know, by doing that, you're going to get a response by an agent. And then, if not, you're more than welcome to come back tomorrow and see if there's. I mean, probably if you came in here, I wouldn't want you to waste your time. You know, coming in here,
I'm pedaling all the way from Taylor too.
Seeing if there's one available where you could do it all. You know, like this day and age, everything.
Yeah, but I like everything walking physical. Sometimes a call you can't get through the damn calls. This is the damn automatic bullshit. What do you call it? Recording.
Yeah,
so much that's going on with the business, but they just need to stop that shit. A lot of these business.
But like you said, you know, then they'll have one like actually assigned.
But I still don't see it just like a regular police station. Shouldn't be no problem walking in there, seeing an investigator, or whatever, making a complaint. I don't see why there's a problem with that here. Why? There should not be.
Right, and I mean, that'd be something to file through your congressman and all that. So, like for us, there just happen to be both of us here today, right now. Like we could have been out in the field. There's no one for Homeland Security. So same thing. If someone wanted to talk to an inspector from Federal Protective Service, there's no one available because we're all in the field. We're serving warrants. We're doing whatever we're assigned that day and what we're doing. So I mean, just because it is a large building, but there's only a certain amount of us here, and we're all passed out. We're the only two that happen to be here right now. So. By all means, like that, file online and then call, and then you're more than welcome to come down anytime. I mean, you're obviously not banned, and there's just no duty agent. So even if you want to come in and say, hey, I want to speak to FPS, we'll come down and we'll assist you with trying to get to an agent as long as we're around. And
Eric, buddy, take the hint. This Homeland Security officer just walked inside and said, "Hey, this guy's an idiot. Can we get him a coloring book?" That's the coloring book. Call this number. We'll get back to you. He wants it to be like a police department where you walk in and see an investigator. Worked at a police department. That's not how it works. You talk to the front desk officer. If he goes, "Oh, yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing to even report." They're going to do the exact same thing. They're not just going to be like, "Oh, you want to see the police chief? Okay, yeah." That's not how it works. Especially over property tax, which I've proved beyond a reasonable doubt in this video that it is completely constitutional and backed by Supreme Court decisions. Eric Martin, his argument's powered by hopes and dreams. And that hasn't turned out well for him in the last 50 or 60 years, so I don't know why he's still doing it. But yeah, they're not just going to let you talk to an investigator because you're a crazy person. Those are the type of people you don't want to, talk to investigators because they'll just waste their time.
You can't always guarantee that.
But where's the floor the FBI agents are at? What floor is that?
That's a good question.
And you guys, but anyways, besides that, I mean, you guys can, like I said, you guys can go up there anytime you want, like right now to see, or what?
No, I can't. We're not allowed in the FBI spot. We just talk through their desk for something. So.
Well, who'd you get this from then, anyway?
That's around here? That's the service desk you're talking to. They have a list of documents.
See, that could just be, I don't know. But I thought you was going to go and talk to someone specifically, like, to make sure, because you can't just believe that idiot security guard. He just, it seems like he's committing obstruction of justice. He's like, oh no, just trying to stop
so
me
we
from...
oversee that contract. They're contract, and we're going to deal with that. Homeland Security. And then, we oversee that contract as well. So, if they're stationed at the FBI post, and we don't have access to the FBI, but we're like, is there a duty agent available? Yes or no? If there is, then, we'll request a duty agent comes down, meets with us. And
so you only ask, how about going something besides his ass to see, I mean, did you check with anyone? Is there an FBI agent, yes or no?
There's no FBI. Not right.
You said you did check?
Yeah, not right.
Who did you check though with? It was just here, like around the service desk, or what?
I think they can call out there, and he knows if what employees are coming in and out, so they're able to determine if they have one available. Not all of them can take calls.
If he didn't tell me that,
right when someone comes in, not all of them are available to come right down to talk to someone.
Right. And I figured they probably would. I mean, that's an assumption because it's such a big bill. Because come on, at least they don't have one. That doesn't seem right to me, or doesn't seem believable. I'm not saying you're lying, but it doesn't seem like I don't believe someone is telling me the truth somewhere. I could be wrong. I don't know. I mean, it could just be right what he's saying. They're not available.
I'm just trying to help you out, sir. You know, take that. I'd advise try to go online.
I will. I mean, I'm gonna have to. You guys ain't doing it. I mean, I'm not gonna give up. But
I think you're gonna have better luck on there than like you said. You don't like dealing with him. That's something we're gonna look into.
Right.
You might have more success.
Right, because I wonder if he's just. See, if he would have just told me there's no one available, that's different. But it's the way he's responding. He's not showing like, oh, there's no one. He didn't even say there's no one available now. No, not a crime. Like he don't believe. Like he just believes in the government corrupting, the government corruption and the corporation violating people's rights. Like what's going on here with this?
And we're going to look into that.
Bullshit.
That's not his fault to turn people away.
Exactly. That's what he's doing, though.
All he does is screen and say, "Hey, is there a duty agent available to come speak to you?"
Right.
So,
That's the thing like he's doing. Like
Right.
if I play it back, like when I went in there, what he said. No, he's not saying nothing about no duty agents or no FBI agents available. It's just, oh, I don't believe it's a crime. And like you said, the same thing like I told him about my motorcycle being took. It's my private property, therefore violates due process, my right to property. And as the U.S. Supreme Court said, I told him, people have the right, an exclusive right, that's the exact word they use, exclusive right to your property. That means you and only you can dictate what's done on your property. I'm not going to make a situation you go crash into someone, oh, you can't take it on, intentionally go kill someone like an idiot. No, that's not the issue with me, so that never happened, but besides that, you can't mess with people's property. This idiot still told me, oh, it's not a crime, like, he just believes, he ain't for the right thing, he's a piece of, We'll
look into that, but definitely come back anytime to file through those two resources as well. But come back anytime.
All right, there was another weird ending, but that's where it ended. It was 2 streams the other day, that's it. No more updates. I literally downloaded these this morning on the 26th, so it is what it is. It's just... This is what the Homeland Security agent or Homeland Security officer, whoever this is what they did. They walked into the building, pointed at the security guy and said, "There's no FBI agents here, right?" And they're like, "Nope." And that's what he told Eric Martin. Eric Martin wants the name and date of birth and social security number of the person who said there's no FBI agents in this whole building. Where are the FBI agents? Where are they at? They're conducting actual investigations, Eric. They're actually working. You should try it. Like, it frustrates me because you have people like this. You have people like Jeremiah Payne, who I have an update as per his ex-wife, which is actually hilarious that she commented on something on YouTube. But you're at the point where, guys, you're in your 50s. Time to grow up. Time to put your big boy pants on and grow up. Now, I'm not saying McDonald's is a job you shouldn't get, but you should be putting the fries in the bag. Like, I know it's harsh, but like, you're 50, you don't have much going for you. You working at McDonald's putting the fries in the bag is better for society than whatever you call this. Activism, terrorism, you name it, whatever. I don't care anymore. Just go and do something with your life. Work at Arby's, make me some mozzarella sticks when I stop there. I don't care. If BSPT had it right when he started working at McDonald's, I mean, he didn't tell them that he had a warrant, but yeah, if BSPT can work at Wendy's, you can work at McDonald's, Arby's, Subway, whatever. Just do something better with your life, Eric. This can't be fun. According to his Facebook, he was like out clubbing. He took a bunch of videos of him at a club, like instead of paying his taxes or being a functional member of society, he's out clubbing. I'll never understand, but that's the video. Do not go harass Eric Martin. Do not go harass Jeremiah Payne. They're already going through it. One of those 2 guys looks like a shriveled old nutsack, so they're going through it. Don't go harass them, especially not on my behalf. But you're grown-ups. I imagine you'll do whatever you want anyway, because I'm not your papa. So have a good rest of your day, guys. I think I'll put this out on Friday. Have a good Friday. Have a good Friday. See you on Booze and Body Cam. Peace.